Okay, one more before my buddies. They'll be here momentarily. Yeah, so Dank the magic dragon lived by the sea, and frolicked in the chronic mists in a land called Dopali. I'm going to play with it. Alright, so I got to read this essay to you, because this is a truly special student. It is insanity. Okay, I wrote her a missive at the beginning. So, Dear Angela, this is me, by the way. Dear Angela, because I wasn't there when she was doing it. Okay, now we're all caught up. Dear Angela, I've been super impressed with your ability to analyze this book. Some of our conversations have been truly inspiring for me. Having said that, you need to prove it formally now. That's all tests, examinations, and essays are. They are opportunities to prove your knowledge. Try to change your focus from the annoying and time-consuming side of preparing for them, and look at them as opportunities. Mindset, as you and I know, is extremely important in all walks of life. So what shall we do here? Well, I'll leave that up to you. Write about the book in any aspect or fashion you choose. Here are some suggestions. Teachers always give so many suggestions, and then just let them decide. Don't give them 3 choices. That's pretty lazy. 5 to 10, and then you got no complaints, right? Plus, they'll do what they go to their strengths, right? Why are you making them go to their weaknesses? It's weird. Sometimes you want to do that to teach them something, but, it shouldn't be like your standard, in my opinion. How are we doing here? You see, yeah, having issues. I got to get that fucking thing sorted, and then the camera work will get a lot better. Here are some suggestions. From a mental health perspective, life and death, love and death, hatred and love, the poetry of the writing itself, family, nature versus nurture, or anything you deem appropriate. Not having finished the book is immaterial. You already know it, and you already get it. I have supreme confidence in your ability to show me your ideas on the book. Ideas are important. Don't worry about grammar, etc. However, be as clear as possible. You may use your phone for reference. Do not copy. Do not abuse the privilege given you. I know you won't. Enjoy this instead of loathing it. How many tests you take, you're just like, fuck this. So why give them? I want to see your best. Give me your best. Give yourself the best. Do your best. Enough said. Structure, 5 paragraphs, intro, 3 body, 1 conclusion. I don't care if you run over time or finish early. Opus might. Oh, okay, that's the name of the company I just stopped working for. More on that later. So try to complete it in an hour and a half. I'll give you a bunch of pages. I would like it double-spaced. The pages are simply there to give you room, not to be completed necessarily. Now, I think my buddy just showed up. So I might have to stop this. Or at least say hello and then pause it. It's not going to take long. All right. So here are my childish scrawl notes. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? No, you can't. This is not as easy as it would appear, guys. So, it's upside down and backwards and fucked up. So this is what I tell my kids for writing. This is the first rule of writing, in my opinion. Clarity is king, okay? If somebody doesn't know what the fuck you're saying, it doesn't matter how fucking smart you are, they won't fucking understand you. So, just be clear. That's basically all writing is. It's all it is. Forget about all this structure and shit, man. Just write it freehand or whatever. So I wrote, treat the reader as if they are a blank slate. So one of my teachers, I can't even remember who, but there was something that immediately stuck with me. I think they probably wrote it on one of my essays in my undergrad. They're like, treat the reader as if they know nothing. Okay? Blank slate's just a little bit nicer, because readers don't know nothing, it's not quite, it's a little imperfect, but, she got me here, or he got me here, I'm not even certain who it was. I think I have an idea, though. Okay, blank slate, aka tabula rasa, which is an evolutionary nature versus nurture theme, which is applicable here, because she talks about it. So, yeah, like, are we born evil? Or do the experiences and environment we live in shape it? It's the age-old, right? Why is it nature versus nurture? Are they fighting? Are they playing some kind of game? Nature versus nurture? Nature is nurture. Nurture and nature. Can we just change it to and? Why is everything presented in such a fucking negative way, man? Look around you. It's just like, don't do this. Don't smoke here. Well, can you just tell me where I can smoke? Wouldn't that be more efficient? The fucking Asians know about it. Why don't you know about it? Why don't you look at other countries and just be like, hey, that's awesome. Just take it and give them some fucking maple syrup or some shit. Do you know, quick fact, maple syrup is worth more by the drum than oil by a lot. It's like 3 or it's at least 2. It's 2 and a bit, I think. I think it was like, what's oil at now? It's low, isn't it? Historically, like when in the boom times, it was like over 100, right? I think it's around 70 or 80, but it's been as low as something like 50 or 40, I believe, okay? And pretty recently. Okay, this is not lighting, so I'm going to do it later. On to it. So tabula rasa. So I think it's nature and nurture. I think people can be born evil, and I think people can be born like fucking straight up angels, which are dead babies, by the way. I don't know if I've gotten on that yet. I had this very interesting conversation with a 10-year-old girl about religion. All right. Okay, so here we go. Frankenstein, Mary Shelley. Not the greatest title. I left it alone. I'm like, this is going to be dope. Frankenstein is an extraordinary novel written by Mary Shelley in 1817. The book talks and hints about aspects of love, hatred, death, nurture, and life. I'm fascinated by how deep some parts of the book get. Whoa. She's 13, guys. She's in grade 8. But reading it strengthened my knowledge on politics, choices, and devotion. Okay, the next sentence we had to rework quite a bit, but I can just read you her... Hold on. Well, how do we do it? All of the influences on Mary Shelley led to her attempt to tell society something through the book. The fact that Frankenstein was written in the year without the summer, do you guys even know what the fuck that is? Can be associated with the theme of nature's darkness and how strikes of lightning gave a deceased body life again. Giant check mark. At this point, I was just like, what the fuck? I can't write better than this. This is, I could choose maybe more intricate words to make myself look smarter, but as far as ideas go, and those are the important part, like I fucking wrote to her. You have to tell your students exactly what you want. Be super explicit most of the time. Sometimes it's good to be like, you figure it out. But if you're, I just don't like it. During the summer of 1816, the year without the summer, the world was covered with a thick black ash caused by the eruption of Mount Tambora. Hey man, what's up? Oh, okay, I'll have to finish this later. See you later.